Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Action Packed Sunday. And yes, I'm back in the studio after the deep chill. So, anyway, let's get down to work. It's still back to Action Packed Sundays. And this week I'm looking at Universal Soldier. In my opinion, one of the most underrated and overlooked action films slash franchises, actually. Believe it or not, this movie would also spawn three more sequels that weren't as good, actually. But in my opinion, this was the best of the worst, actually, in my opinion. But anyway, if you're not familiar with this movie, actually, it came out in 1992, and in my opinion, was in the height of both Jean-Claude Van Damme's careers and Dolph Lundgren's careers, actually. And apparently, in my opinion, it's shot from action hero to like action superstar, in my opinion. So, of course, yeah, you're probably thinking, wait, where'd you come with that ranking? Well, that's what I'm calling it, okay? Join the ranks of guys like Steven Seagal and frickin', Jet Li, all those guys. But anyway, what is it about Universal Soldier that makes it so unique? Well, I'll tell you off the bat, actually. There's some interesting similarities between this and another action film franchise from the 80s as well. Let's see, I don't know what it's called. RoboCop? Yeah. Well, of course, the only difference is that that's RoboCop following a man that's been resurrected, brought back to life as a cop. Here, it follows a Vietnam soldier that's been brought back to life, actually, almost 25 years later, set in the present time, which is, the early 90s, actually. This is way after the Vietnam War is over, Reagan was already out of office, and pretty much, Bush was already in office. But anyway, but besides that, so supposedly the plot is that the government was using these old war heroes and essentially bringing them back to life, but as these genetically enhanced. Well, I'm calling them genetically enhanced super soldiers, actually. Somehow Jean-Claude Van Damme's character, his name is Luke Devereaux, which of course, obviously, that's the one knockout on this movie. Yeah, get the Belgian man to play the Belgian character. What the hell? I mean, come on, change it up. Actually, I get it. He's got a thick French accent, so we get it. But anyway, yeah. So he plays Luke Devereaux. So at one point during a mission, somehow he all of a sudden starts getting repressed memories of his time as a war hero, in the war. And supposedly he goes off on his own and it just spirals out of control there. It's just an uncontrollable, almost like a Terminator-esque movie, actually. So in a word, this kind of blends both RoboCop and Terminator, mixed pretty much, actually, if you kind of think about it. But like I said, the only difference is that it follows a war hero, and they're not cyborgs; they're just genetically enhanced humans that still somehow have broken up after 25 years of being dead, actually. And it's pretty much nothing too else special. But I will praise some of the amazing stunts that they do in this movie. Van Damme is just great as this character. It's like, my gosh, you look at me and you're like, oh my goodness, how is this guy a hero? It's like you're starting to hate him at first because he's way too stoked. Then over time you start to fall in love with him, actually. And my goodness, and I also do kind of like the bad guy as well, which is Dolph Lundgren's character. Well, he's both good and bad because. Like I mentioned earlier, they're both brought back to life and reprogrammed as these super soldiers, and apparently they just turn on each other, actually. But Dolph Lundgren's character, who is his Sergeant Andrew Scott, actually, who is Devereaux's superior, man, he is one fucked up guy. This guy slaughtered the entire village and cut their ears off and made his own freaking necklace. That's messed up, man. And damn, he does it again later on in the movie, which I do not want to tell you, but of course you gotta see for yourself. And it just gets crazy. There's explosions, gunfights, chases. It's all good there. And man, these two really put together. But in my opinion, Lundgren, I'm gonna say this: Lundgren kind of outshines Van Damme at one point because there's one point where he's given almost like a pseudo monologue to a freaking supermarket full of people who are terrified. They're like, "Who the hell is this guy? He's nuts!" And he's like, "Oh," and he's just telling him, like, "This is what I'm planning on doing." He still thinks he's back in Nam, and people are trying to explain to him the war is over. and like you could go home actually, but they don't know. But what they know is that this guy is already dead. So that's what makes this movie just messed up. But this part of the movie is very entertaining. But hey, that's all I'm gonna tell you about that part of the movie. The only not like I said, the only knock in this movie is the names, not too original, but like the final fight is just worth it. Actually, there's rain, they're fist fighting, blood. It's all good in there. You gotta check this movie out if you have not seen it. I'd say if you can find the special edition because it's got better picture quality and, in my opinion, like I think there's more. I think there's better footage actually because I understand that the original Universal Soldier footage was there was like some scenes left out or like cut short. So apparently this is a little better. I'm not too sure if that's true, but hey, get this, check it out. Actually, I definitely recommend this over its sequels. Universal Soldier 2 was not good. The only shining part of that movie was seeing Bill Goldberg kick some ass. Yes, I said Bill Goldberg is in a movie, actually. Then, of course, Regeneration with former UFC World Champion Audrey Arlovsky. And then there was a fourth one, which I have not seen, but I should really look into it. So maybe it's a future review, actually. But anyway, bottom line, Universal Soldier gets my vote. Maybe I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10. It's far from perfect. The action and the set pieces are perfect. I love their characters. That's all I'm going to tell you, all right? So go check it out if you can. That does for this week. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned here for some more awesome videos.